welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name's Linda, and welcome to Tag Tuesday. So today we're going to do a tag that came from, I got it from Book Chat with Pat, but it's a brand new original tag that was created by Dylan Morris. So he apparently worked in the food service industry. You know, he was a chef and did all these other jobs there and worked his way up. And he created this tag, so it has to do with food and books. So can't think of anything better. I have to tell you my little story before we get started. So I went to plug in my ring light, and the cord stretches from my table to the plug. And normally that's not a problem. I don't know, whatever happened, it started to slip, and I kind of grabbed it to keep it from falling off the table. Well, it broke. I don't know if you can see that well. It broke the USB port. So it pulled off this little part, and let's see if we can actually see that. There we go, this little part. And then it ended up destroying the USB. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I guess it's done. I don't think I can just get another cord for it. I'd have to get a whole new ring light. So not impressed, but what can you do? And now the cat has managed to get a hold of a different cord and is down playing with it, so hopefully he's not too noisy. I'll rescue that later. So we're asked to, they go through 7 different courses, and for each course we're asked to pick a favorite food and favorite books or characters. And there is a wine pairing as well if you want to do that, but I don't drink enough wine to know one from another, really, so we'll leave that out. So the first course is the hors d'oeuvre course, and it says it's French for outside of work, typically a small savory dish served at the beginning of the meal. Depending on the event, it's served while guests are mingling, and it says list some characters that you find to be especially charming or witty, and list some of your favorite finger foods. I'm sorry, he's got it all. Yeah, he's gone crazy with it. Okay, so focus, Linda, focus. All right, so favorite finger foods. I like bruschetta. Any little appetizers are good. Deviled eggs, I love deviled eggs. So those would be kind of my favorite finger foods, I guess. And it says some characters you find especially charming or witty. I like Cookie from the Christmas Tree Farm series. She's very witty. And let's see, who else? I had a few. I know I should have wrote them on this page, but of course I didn't. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so here we go. Oh yes, okay, so Lana Lewis's father in the Coffee Lovers Mysteries, I think he's very charming. And the other one, although not a human, in the Chatty Corgi, Oliver the Chatty Corgi has also got a lot of personality. So those would be the ones I'd pick for being charming and witty. So the next course is soup, and it says a usually warm dish served in a broth. And it says, what is your go-to cozy, comfy read? And then list some of your favorite stews and soups. My go-to reads as far as being cozy, I mean, really just about any cozy mystery. I mean, I do love the Cozy Corgi mysteries. I love the Magical Cat mysteries. I seem to have a real thing for animals. So a lot of those ones I find very cozy and like a warm hug. And as for soups and stews, I love a lot of soups and stews. I like beef stew, I like chicken stew, Italian wedding soup, wonton soup. Last night I made a tortilla soup, which was really good, kind of like chili, so that was excellent. So yeah, I mean, I like a lot of those different things. So the next course is the appetizer course, and it says it's a small dish or drink taken before the main course of a meal to stimulate one's appetite. List some of your favorite poems or short stories and some of your go-to snacks. Um, Go-to snacks. I like those little thinsations. Is that what they're called? It's like a little biscotti sort of thing with cranberries and nuts in it. I like those. Um, you can get them at Costco. What else? Graham crackers. I really like graham crackers. Um, yeah, those are pretty much my go-to snacks, I guess, or fruit, you know. Um, and as for favorite poems or short stories, um, I like Edgar Allan Poe, Alfred Lord Tennyson, Robert Frost, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, kind of older poets, I guess. Um, and as for actual poems from them to try to remember, um, I think it's Edgar Allan Poe that did Annabel Lee. That was one of my favorites. It's been a while since I read any of them, so it's hard for me to come up with the names of the poems. But in short stories, I don't tend to read short stories. I've kind of gotten a little bit into that, like with novellas and things, but for the most part, I don't tend to read them. Just no particular reason, I guess. Maybe I figure there can't be the development I want there to be, but it doesn't tend to be on my list. So the next one is course number 4, which is a salad. If I really ate like that, like there's no way that I'd even have room by the main course. But anyway, for this, we'll continue. So with the salad, it says it's a cold dish of various mixtures of raw or cooked vegetables, usually seasoned with oil and or vinegar. List some of your favorite fictional regions or environments and your favorite vegetables and how you like them prepared. So as for like salads and vegetables, I like a nice spinach and strawberry salad. I love green beans. I like raw vegetables with hummus. So those sorts of things. I'm not real picky when it comes to vegetables. I don't think there's too many I don't like. I mean, I'm not a big fan of parsnips just because I don't find they have a lot of flavor. Um, but still don't mind them. It's not, I don't hate them. And then regions. I love things that are done in Ireland or Scotland or England or Tuscany. I've got this thing about Tuscany. Never been, but I've watched a lot of movies, I think, that took place in Tuscany and read a lot of books, and it sounds like a wonderful spot. So I enjoy, things that are set there as well. And then the 5th course is your main course. And it says the centerpiece of your meal, and typically the course that the rest of the meal is planned around. List some of your favorite protagonists and your all-time favorite food. Okay, I'll do the protagonist first. It's easier. Holly White from the Christmas Tree Mysteries, Brianna from Yours Truly, and Inspector Gourmand from the Louise Penny Mysteries. So those would probably be my favorite protagonists, or at least some of my favorite. And my favorite food. I I don't know if I have a favorite food. Um, I mean, I really like steak. I really like ahi tuna, uh, a nice pot roast, chicken dish. Like I'm not really that. I don't really have one particular meal. And then your dessert course, my personal favorite. So it's course number 6, and it says a sweet course eaten at the end of a meal. List some of your favorite happy endings in books and your favorite desserts or sweet treats. So, favorite desserts, pretty much any kind of cheesecake, so long as they have some kind of like whipped cream or sauce or something with it. Otherwise, sometimes they can be dry. Anything chocolate, anything pumpkin spice. I mean, I'm not that picky. And then my favorite happy ending. I mean, I like a happy ending where they, decide to get married, or, uh, they have that first kiss, or the Christmas one I reviewed a while ago. It was, I can't remember the name, Holly Jolly Derailed Christmas or something, which was about these two people who were running Christmas trains, and they ended up falling in love and kind of coming together even as a business partnership. I thought that was a really good one. So just happy endings in general, I love. And then family meal is course 7. It says a meal prepared by the kitchen staff for the front and back of house once service is completed. A great time for camaraderie and decompression. And so with if you're looking for, I guess, I don't know, I always think of that meal, and I haven't worked in a kitchen, so I don't know, but I always think of that meal as being something a little less fancy. So I think maybe like homemade mac and cheese or breakfast for supper, those sort of things. I think that would be a good, kind of meal for the kitchen staff to just kind of chill. And then tag your friends or booktubers that you want to see do that tag. So if you're watching this and you want to do the tag, feel free. Consider yourself tagged. So that was a really good one. I really enjoyed that particular tag. I thought it was kind of fun. And like I said, I wouldn't be able to eat that much food if I had it in front of me. But and while we're here, I did want to say that I have been looking at my bingo board from hell that I started in January. So I'll be back with a video about that soon, and how my 25 goals for 2025 are coming along. Because we're almost at the end of our first quarter, so I figure it's a good time to check in and see if I'm actually doing what I said I was going to do. I kind of glanced at it last night, and it's like, some of them are moving right along, and others not so much. So that'll be fun to take a look at. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for joining me today and spending some time. I know that everybody's busy and has lots of things they could be doing, so I really appreciate that you came and spent some time with me. And because I always forget to tell you, feel free to like and subscribe and tell your friends and, all those things. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.